Hello out. There, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Counted. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Here's Holmgren. Nails it from three.
Yeah, he does everything with intent. Holmgren, not the quickest, but it's hard to get up and block his shot.
Here's Fox. Wembanyama. Up and in on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Vassell, left side. 6 on the shot clock. Spurs need to get one up here. Here's Wembanyama. Off the left rim and out.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Here's San Antonio now. It's a 5-point game. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Here's Holmgren. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Here's Hartenstein. Good on the bucket.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game. That one misses for Hartenstein. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, D.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Castle for 3, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
San Antonio with the ball. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. To the middle. Pass to Castle. And it's off from 3-point range. Thunder leading by 6. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Out left to the wing. Dort with a steal. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Dort with a steal. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
They've been very effective so far. a balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Holmgren. He has 7. Back to Dort. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Spurs. Down by 12. And it's Fox with the jam.
Lift off there for Fox, showing how high up he can get.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Give him 8. Barnes with the rebound. Here's Fox. And he banks in the layup.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
Out to the right wing. Knocked away. It's stolen by Wembanyama. 4 seconds left. Can't capitalize inside.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And the Thunder call time here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Oklahoma City. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Here's Bassey. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
And so he makes both from the line. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
So smooth, so pretty off the dribble drive. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Pass to Holmgren. Plenty of space. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren's got 9 points. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. And Dort is such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
Spurs trail by 13. And they go to the intentional foul. Up top, Paul. Still no points. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, you think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 13. 17-foot shot on the way. San Antonio with a rebound.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And good aggressive play. Johnson knows if he goes hard inside, he'll be rewarded with the whistle.
Hits both from the stripe. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. There's the call on Jeremy Sohan. That's his first foul of the game. The Thunder making a switch here. Dort, right side. Clock at 6. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Here's Wembanyama. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a minute 47 left in the second. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, great finish from Johnson, leaving no room for error with the slam.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, Paul with the block. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Here's Caruso. It's good.
Boy, that is a heads-up play right there by Lou Dort. He sees an opening and gets the ball exactly where it needs to go.
Wembanyama. And it's rejected. Dort for 3. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Hartenstein. Buries it from 3. Caruso's got 5 points now this quarter.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
To stop the run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It's so hard to guard Fox without fouling him, especially when he's being the aggressor.
And both free throws good for Fox. Oklahoma City leading by 13. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Caruso. He's got 5. Pass to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. With the floater. Here's Hardenstein. Lays it up and banks it in. Hardenstein's got 6 points.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. Hunting for opportunity. And welcome to 2K Sports for another. Edition of NBA basketball. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside 2 fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. to Castle. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
BA, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. I mean, his shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we can put a ceiling on what that potential is.
Here's Hartenstein. Pass to Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Vassell. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Pass to Holmgren. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Fox, that's good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. We talked about his matchup against the highly talented Victor Wembanyama, and Coach told me Victor's combination size creates a lot of problems on both ends of the floor, so we've got to play a physical brand of basketball to just keep him out of rhythm. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him. B.A.?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Out to Fox. Pass to Bassie. Fox outside. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. Back to Holmgren. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lu Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He got a piece of it. And they're able to recover. Pass to Holmgren. 4 on the clock. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Castle for 3.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shooting, gaining shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And that one's good. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. To the inside, Bassie. Back to Vassell. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Thunder leading by 6. Holmgren's got room. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Holmgren's got 8 points.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Williams misses.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Now here's Wembanyama. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Williams from long range. Rebounded by Fox. Goes up on the baseline. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here's Vassell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Outside, Williams. From deep, Holmgren. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. So it's Oklahoma City now. They lead by 7. Clock is 2. Williams misses. On offense, here is San Antonio. Pass to Bassi. Now Vassell. To the wing on the left. And he commits the intentional foul. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
And when wings take it down low, good things happen.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. This one for 3. The rebound by the Spurs.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Bassi. And he buries his first look.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Fox outside. And Fox takes it all the way to the rim.
He gets so quick there in transition, does a good job of reading, and a nice finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Dort. The ball's knocked loose. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Outside for Wembanyama. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Pass to Bassi. Vassell outside. And stolen by Williams.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Here's Castle. Fox outside. Here's the three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And Holmgren's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. The kick out to Williams. Out to the right wing. They still need this. Rebound by San Antonio.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Pass to Holmgren. He shoots it. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Nice shot by Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And last season, Brett, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
He made such a strong case, B.A. I mean, finishing in the top three, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That won't go. Just 2 for 7 shooting. San Antonio leading. Fox on the run. And Fox powers it home.
How about Fox getting up on the inside? Love to see the point guard rise up.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw drops for Williams. So both teams making some changes here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 49 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Castle. Now here's Vassell. Williams defending. Vassell with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Man, good whistle there.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw misses. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Oklahoma City trailing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Williams. And here's Hartenstein. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hartenstein's got his first bucket in this one.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close score here. San Antonio on top. They lead by a bucket. For the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Deflected.
Yeah, the reach is amazing. Sochan will get his fair share of blocks during his career. I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Holmgren. Give him 8 points now. Hartenstein. Ooh, good work defensively by Biyombo. San Antonio leading by 4. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. For the finish! Here's Wembanyama. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket. That's what he does, rock solid at the line.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And he's going to the oop here. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire game.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Johnson. Back to Paul. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Tipped. Johnson on the wing. Back to Barnes. Here's Bassey. The kick out to Johnson. Clock at 6. Pass to Sochan. Outside Johnson. Offensive board. And another shot. No good on the layup. Thunder trail by 3. It's stolen by Barnes. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Sochan outside. Three-pointer. Hartenstein pulls it in. Here's Oklahoma City now. That's tipped. Wiggins down low. Off target at the rim. Spurs lead by 3. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, that's up there. Harrison Barnes with momentum rises up, and that's a highlight.
To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That one misses for Hartenstein. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. "50 seconds left in the third quarter. Wiggins outside. To the paint. Short shot is good. And now just a 1-point Spurs lead.
And how about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Here's Barnes. Inside. The Thunder pull it in. Down low. Here's Caruso. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line, and it's tied up with that one. That one's no good.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
On the wing, Caruso. Driving in. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Paul. Oh, Williams with the block. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. It's stolen away. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Oklahoma City ahead. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. Got a hand on it. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Dort outside. Here he goes. Here's Hartenstein. It's tipped. And here's Fox. Out to the wing. Sohan outside. 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Williams. Wembanyama with some nice D. San Antonio with the ball. Wemby driving. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
Hartenstein, no good. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And it's Holmgren missing.
Every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
The confidence that Fox has shown in his shot has skyrocketed the last few years, Brent.
Yeah, the combination, BA, sometimes of you working on your three to gain confidence, but the coaching staff also telling you, go ahead and shoot that shot. I think those things have played out for De'Aaron Fox. Look, he can be streaky, but the fact that he's willing to take it is elevating his play.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 4. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Devin Vassell. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
So it's Oklahoma City now. They have yet to score here in the 4th. To the paint. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. SGA on the move. Shoots. And it's Holmgren missing.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Back to Vassell. Pass to Sohan. And so they foul intentionally. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Up top, Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. To the left side wing. Here's Sohan. San Antonio again can't hit. Thunder trail by 4. Over to the left wing. Back to Williams. And he lobs it up top. 5 to shoot. To snap the cold streak. Here's Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Vassell. And another miss by Oklahoma City. San Antonio leading by 4. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Pass to Holmgren. From downtown. Hits a 3-pointer.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. Needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Knocked loose. Now here's Dort. Here's Hartenstein. The baseline J is off the mark.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Here's Wembanyama. That one doesn't drop. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. Back to Holmgren to tie it up. Yes! Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And the Spurs making a change here. There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes! Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 5 ticks left in the 4th quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a 3. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
To the middle. To stop the run. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Stolen by Vassell. And stolen by Holmgren. Outside, Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Puts it up. Let's go with a 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
All alone on the break. Ooh, Gilgeous-Alexander. Turn it on the Jets.
Seems like Gilgeous-Alexander's next shot is never far off. He can get the bucket they need.
Fox. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And the second free throw is good.
That's definitely a part of the game that Fox wants to work on. These haven't been easy for him in the past.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his 3rd foul so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And we talk about the things that made Chet Holmgren an elite prospect. Mental toughness is near the top of the list. In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Here's Castle. He's covered by Holmgren. And they go to the intentional foul. Extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. And there's the rejection. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. Outside Wembanyama. Oh, it's Wemby!
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Back come the Spurs in transition. And they get it back. Oklahoma City trailing. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. It's Dort on the wing. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Vassell. The Thunder with another miss. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
And stolen by Holmgren. Inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Vassell. Back to Wembanyama. And he buries it.
already in year one, Wembanyama hitting shots in crucial parts of the game.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So it's a narrow victory for the Spurs, pulling out the W. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really
Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. It'll be the Thunder. Off the tip. And here's Holmgren. It's good. Both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent.
Absolutely, BA. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two. Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late in games because he's so quick. You got to give him space. But he's improved his outside shot, so you can't just lay off of him. Makes him a little tough to guard, especially late.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Back to Hartenstein. 5 to shoot. Pass to Williams. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Hartenstein with it. He's picked up by Vassell. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. The three from Holmgren. Rebound San Antonio.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
For some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Sassy. Can't get it to drop. Great D that time from Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Outside, Williams. Uses the glass on the layup.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, BA. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
You gotta love how scrappy De'Aaron Fox is. No matter what kind of challenges he faces in a game, he's never giving less than his all.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. No good on that one. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright. You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Wembanyama, high post. Vassell outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. The Oklahoma City's ball. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Castle. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 1:56 left in the first quarter here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance. Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 3. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Pass to Holmgren. And here's Caruso outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Fox. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder leading by 4. Now here's Holmgren. Outside for Dort. From the arc. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And it's Fox missing. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Stolen by Vassell. Fox with the ball. Lays it up and banks it in. Fox has got 6.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And San Antonio making a change here. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Thunder out in Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Outside, Williams. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Now Holmgren. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Paul looking it over. Great D that time from Holmgren.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sochan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big boys.
And the shot goes down.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
They're hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Now here's Paul. He's scoreless. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Sends it home from three-point land.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. It's Dort on the wing. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Johnson. And so they foul intentionally. Here's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. And we're going to have a jump ball. And here are the Thunder now. And the Thunder call time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
Yeah, making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string. We see him do this time and time again.
Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. It's stolen by Barnes. Outside Johnson. Outside Wembanyama. Wembanyama hammers it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
RJ, with Harrison Barnes on the roster, a team can count on durability and reliability.
Oh, and don't forget about the veteran leadership he brings to the table. You can't underestimate how important it is to have a champion and a veteran like that in your locker room.
And now we got an intentional foul. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half of basketball. Wembanyama, no good. Thunder leading by 6. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. The 3. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by the Spurs.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Sohan. Outside Barnes. Now Vassell. He's guarded by Caruso. Clock at 6. Pass to Wembanyama. Takes a 3. San Antonio again can't hit. And here's Caruso. That'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Spurs trail by 6. Puts it up. Wembanyama, no good. Here are the Thunder with the ball. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Second shot opportunity, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan.
Aha, so clever with the up fake. Holmgren is good at going into the contact in these type of situations.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning because once he does, he makes you pay.
Wembanyama with a bucket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on film.
It's good.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Castle misses.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
Now here's Williams. He has 6. 5 on the clock. Outside for Dort. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Spurs trail by 8. Sohan, left side. Fox outside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Fox, right side. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is. And just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years. It's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4", skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player. In the league and one of the most skilled.
Clock at 4.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan, yes, 8 foot, Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away. And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good. And here are the Thunder now. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Holmgren. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Holmgren's got 6 points.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, it's fun to watch operate off the catch.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It doesn't go for him. Spurs trail by 4. Fox gets up and throws it down.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And 1:01 left to play in the third. To the wing, right side. A good look from Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And there's nowhere on the floor where Holmgren can't do damage. He's put a ton of pressure on the D with his jump shot. Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12. Pass to Dort. Now here's Holmgren. Chet driving. And the big finish by Holmgren. That gives him a double-double.
And just showing off his mobility as a big man. Holmgren puts his head down and charges into the shot.
Here's Wembanyama. And an intentional foul right there. And he can't get the first one.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Good on the second one. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Now here's Caruso. Barnes with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Sohan. Wembanyama, open look. Got it from about 16 feet. Wembanyama's got 10 points here in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside, and it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Ooh, could be a backbreaker. What a way to carry them into the...
The third quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. Inside. Here's Williams. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
San Antonio calls timeout. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Now, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Dort outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Barnes with it. Caruso covers. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Now Holmgren. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock.
I like whenever Holmgren uses his length to his advantage, reinforcing the D to foul him inside.
And a moment now, quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
Here's Fox. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder leading by 6. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Pass to Dort. Back to Williams. Around the back and lays it in. Nice. Williams has gotten 4 this quarter.
You can tell Dort keeps his options open when he has the ball. He'll set up another guy if he can.
Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Caruso. Ball stolen. In transition, here they come.
Yeah, such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
That one's off. And he sinks the second. Thunder with a lead. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Holmgren. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
Look at Johnson's effort level inside, just absolutely ferocious.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. To the left side wing. Back to Johnson. Shoots over Caruso. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
Hey, when you need a bucket, you go to one of your reliable shot makers. And look, Keldon Johnson, he's one of those guys.
Here's Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Shea, what touch!
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Holmgren with the block. .125 left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Fox left side. Outside for Wembanyama. From deep, Johnson. The Thunder pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Holmgren. Good D by Wembanyama. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're down by 5. 43 seconds left in the game. And the Thunder making a change here. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Caruso with it. Pass to Mitchell. And that's an intentional foul. He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game. And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're behind by 7. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
"17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Vassell can't get it to go.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And so it's Oklahoma City winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd